Hey guys, what's going on? So lately in the news, I've seen a lot come out about organic food versus non-organic food. I mean, this topic has been beaten over and over again. But like I said, I've seen it come up, so I just kind of wanted to make my own video on it and give you my view on it because I'm sure some people aren't sure about whether organic is worth it or not. So, first off, there's not much research out there backing organic food that it's better for you, um, and that eating non-organic food is going to lead to deleterious health effects down the road. Now, people say that they feel better eating organic food, and probably this is more of a placebo effect. They probably think in their head that because it's organic, because it's considered organic, that it's going to be better for them, so they tell themselves that, and they end up feeling better eating it. Now, if that's the case for you, and it fits within your budget eating organic food, then why change if you feel better doing it? I base a lot of things off of feel, whether it's through exercise or whatever. And even if science says something, sometimes if you feel better doing it, then that's what matters the most. Now, what you have to think about is organic. When they say it's organic or it's labeled organic, is it truly organic? And what I mean by that is that first off, the governing bodies that are able to label the organic foods organic and that do the basically the labeling and the head work and check these farms to see if they truly are organic. The guidelines and the justifications that they use are kind of loose. They aren't really the strictest rules. For instance, and I haven't seen this in person, but I've heard it, that there are farms where there's an organic farm directly next to a non-organic farm. And obviously the farmer is going to spray their non-organic farm with pesticides and other things that the people eating organic are going to try to avoid. But obviously you're going to have wind come into effect, and whenever they spray the pesticide, if there's any sort of wind, it's going to blow onto the organic crops. So whenever you see something labeled as organic, you have to think to yourself, well, is it truly organic, or is it just being marketed as that? Now, another thing that I often see are organic Pop Tarts, organic cereals, other processed organic foods. And what you have to realize is that even if these foods are sprayed with pesticides again, whenever they go through the process of being processed, I know that probably doesn't sound, it's probably not the correct way to put it, but whenever they go through the process of being processed, everything that they're sprayed with is going to be killed, for lack of a better term. So whenever you buy a regular Pop Tart compared to an organic Pop Tart, you're really not getting anything different. And the organic marketing aspect of it is used to basically make it seem more healthy. But again, at the end of the day, they're basically the same exact thing. Now, what it comes down to is, does organic food really fit into your budget? I mean, there are some things, such as some fruits and vegetables, where you're eating the peel or the skin of it. Other vegetables fruits like bananas and pineapple, there are really no reason to get organic because what would be sprayed with the pesticide, you're cutting off and not eating anyways. But again, there are some fruits and vegetables that say the skin is sprayed, you're probably going to be eating it, so maybe that would be beneficial. And then if you look at organic meats, things that say like chickens and beef that aren't fed hormones and growth hormones and given things like that, what you have to think about is that, especially in chicken, all of these are going to be stored within the fat. So with something like chicken that's very lean and most people trim the fat off of it, you're not going to be getting that anyway. It's not orally bioavailable. So, because think about it, if it was orally bioavailable, every bodybuilder, anybody involved in lifting on the planet would be eating as much chicken breast and beef as they could, because they would be able to orally take in that the steroids and the growth hormone, and I mean, that would be basically a steroid, but it's not orally bioavailable, so there's really no need to worry about that. Um, Again, what it comes down to is if you can afford it, sure, there are maybe some benefits, but for myself, I can't afford organic food, so I'm going to stay with non-organic food. Does that mean that because you're eating non-organic food that you can't eat healthy? Absolutely, 100% positively not. There are many, many people for many, many, many years who have eaten healthy, who have lived to be 90, 100 years old eating non-organic food. So to think that switching from non-organic to organic is going to make a huge change for you, either in body image or in health, I would have to beg to differ on that one. The biggest difference you're going to notice is probably in your wallet. It's probably going to be a little bit lighter at the end of the day. So I hope this helps, guys. If you don't agree with me, please comment down below. I'd be happy to discuss it with you further. And thank you for watching.